Hey,
Hey.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, it's like a pretty nice sunny day. It's a little bit cold,
Oh, it's chilly out.
unfortunately. Yeah, but I guess that's spring.
I went out to work out a little bit in the sun in my front
Nice.
area, but
Nice.
it's quite windy, you know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Where do you live again? What's your town called? I forget.
It's called Trogi.
Trogi. Okay.
Yeah, but it's right. You know what San Donato and Colina is? Do you know where
Yeah,
that is?
yeah,
Or do you?
yeah,
Okay,
I
it's
do.
there. It's like right over the hill. Like you get to the
Oh,
top where
okay.
San Donato is, and then you just go down, and it's right there.
Okay, nice, nice. That's good. So it's not too bad.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's moments like this, I'm like, "Oh, I'm glad I live in the countryside."
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
Mm.
We live up by Careggi, almost in Serpiole, so it's like
Yeah.
a hint of the countryside, but still in the city.
Yeah, that's nice. I
Yeah.
mean, there's advantages right now to that
Yeah,
also.
yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, so we're coming to you from Florence today, students, and I guess we should introduce ourselves. We sort of
Of
just
course.
got started.
We just started chatting. Hey, what's
Yeah,
up?
yeah, exactly.
You wanna go ahead,
So
Christine?
yeah, I'm Christine. I'm from Ohio, from the United States, and I live here in Florence, and I've lived here for the past 4 years, I think. Yeah. How about
And
you?
I'm Jane, and I live and work in Florence, and I have lived here for 30 years, so a
Yeah,
long time.
it's
Me
exciting
too.
though.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
love
30 years
it. Oh.
exactly?
No, well, okay, so I started coming to Italy when I did a semester abroad in
Okay.
1989. Can you believe it? Were you even born? Were
No,
you born?
that was the year I was born.
Yeah. I just think I'm gonna kill myself.
No.
So, and
Well,
then
today this is fitting though, because the focus is talking about the past. So.
I can't. I can't. I still feel like I'm only like 25,
You're
like,
still
oh,
that young American girl that came to visit Florence and was
yeah, that's right.
in love with Italy, right?
Right. Exactly. I don't know what happened.
Does Italy
So,
keep you young or does it make you feel old? Let's ask that question.
I think it's how you view life in general. You can be
Okay.
anywhere, and I think if you're young spirited, then
Hmm.
you're going to be young spirited anywhere you go. Don't you
Fair,
think?
fair.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I've always kind of been an old soul. So even before I had a baby and before I was married, I kind of had like an older spirit. I liked reading when it wasn't exciting. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but that's
those
not.
kind
I
of
don't
things.
know. I think it's more your view that makes you old than the things that
Hmm.
you do.
Then your
No?
hobbies. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
So
Great.
we've got a lot of people that at least I have had many, and you and I together have had many of these people. We've got Sabrina,
Yes.
Nicoletta, and
Yeah.
from Chioggia, I remember, and Marina and Sylvia.
Yes. Welcome, you guys.
Hey, everybody.
Awesome. Great. From
Today,
all over the place.
we're going to be talking about the past. Da, 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 da.
Yes. It gets real.
It's real, everybody.
Awesome. Good, you guys. Well, we're so glad you're here. Let's get started. So,
Okay.
talking about the past, in this focus activity, we will talk about ourselves. So, talking about yourself, use past simple and past continuous, and talk about our experiences. Yes.
Yay. Awesome.
Perfect. Perfect. So, excellent, you guys. Obviously, these are some pretty important grammar topics, past simple and past
Yeah.
continuous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
I think it's
Absolutely.
a really important skill to be able to use both. People tend to really, really heavily rely on only past simple, But I'm always like, guys, past continuous. We need it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay.
Nicoletta says, in this moment, we're all women. Go girl power. Girl
All
power.
power. Absolutely. We'd love to have you.
Yes. Yes. All right. So, getting right down into the personal stuff.
Okay.
Where were you? Where were you born and raised? Where and what did you study? And we could talk about your primary and secondary school, college and university, or a master's professional degree. So, we're going to get to know each other today and talk all about our past.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. It's always interesting getting to know people.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah. So how can you respond, just checking like grammatically, if someone asks, where were you born and raised? There's like a little different structure there. It's about the past, but how is it different? We've got were born and were raised.
I have to read this. Sorry.
What
Filippo.
is that?
Filippo. I was reading about a class of girls and the dream. We're going to use the simple past, Filippo. And the dream
The dream came
came
true.
true.
Wow.
Indeed.
Lucky Filippo. It's his lucky day.
Filippo, it's just absolutely fantastic. We are so happy to have you. And we're going to say it in Italian, Vieto tra le donne, no?
Yes. Perfect. And also Angelo, another guy. Perfect. Good.
Oh, Angela's here. You're not alone.
Welcome, you guys. Good.
Right.
Am I red yet? Am I blushing?
You were talking about the form, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about the different forms?
Yeah, so we've got the question, where were you born and raised? So obviously born, nascere, is like something that happens in the past to everyone, right? It's not something we do in the future. So, but in this case, we're talking in passive voice. So we can respond. Yeah, we can respond, not I born. No, that's past simple, but like you could say I was born. So I was born, I was raised. Okay. So
The passive.
Definitely. Exactly. Past simple,
Form.
passive.
Passive form. I was born and that's nice. Thank you. Wonderful.
Yeah. So past simple, passive, something that happened in the past, right? But an action that you didn't do, or an action that someone else didn't do. It was done to them. So my mother gave birth to me. I did not. I was born in Ohio. I was born and raised in Ohio. I lived there throughout my childhood.
Wait, I never asked you where in Ohio.
Oh, yeah. I was born in Toledo, which is in Northwest Ohio. It's kind of like a mid-sized city.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just continue since it's on the slide. I went to elementary and high school there, but then I moved to Columbus, and I went to Ohio State University.
Oh boy, big school, very big.
Yeah, one of the biggest.
60,000?
Something like that. Yeah, it's one of the biggest universities in the United States. And it's a really exciting place. I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Those big universities are very exciting. Very wonderful experiences. Yeah.
Great university experience for sure.
Oh, definitely. All of that university experience.
Yes.
So,
how about you, Jane?
Well, I was born and raised in Syracuse, New York.
Yeah.
And I actually went to Boston, went to Boston University for university. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Fabulous. Boston's a great city.
Yeah.
And then I did it's a kind of like a master's. It was here in Italy for painting conservation.
That's so cool. That's great.
Yeah, I did nothing with it. No, it
But
was
you didn't
nice,
end up using
fun.
it. Mm.
I didn't end up using it at all, but it was
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a lot of degrees, people don't end up using them in their directly in their job.
Well,
I think
what
that's
did you study?
okay. Yeah,
What did you
yeah.
study? What was your
So
degree
getting
in?
into that, I started studying biology. So I was a science student for a while, but
Wow.
that was very crazy and was definitely not for me. So I changed my mind and I started studying international studies, and that's when I started studying Italian, and the rest is history.
Oh,
Kind
wow.
of. Yeah.
Is your degree in Italian?
Yeah. So I got a degree, and then in my last year, I studied abroad in Siena. So I went to Siena for a
Oh,
year, not a year. I wish, for a semester, and then I went back and graduated. Yeah.
that's the same thing I did. I went to the university in Padova, Nicoletta.
Oh,
I did a semester abroad in
oh,
Padua.
cool.
And then I went back and graduated, and then I came back
Yeah.
after a year.
That's
Interesting.
great. Yeah. Excellent.
Nice. So
Yeah.
Nicoletta told us here, or here, we'll start with Sabrina.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, Sabrina. You want to read that?
Yeah. Sabrina says, I was born in Crotone when I was 2 years old. My family was moved. I think you can just say active. My family moved to Genova.
Yeah.
Therefore, I was raised in Genova. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
take that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is a case
Perfect.
where you can just say active. My family moved. So subject, verb, object. Yeah, my family moved it to Genova. Great.
Okay.
And Nicole.
So Nicoletta wants to know, how do you translate scienze politiche?
Mm.
So what is
Super
it? Political
simple.
science, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
political sciences. Yeah. hmm In fact, I studied some political science, and I really liked that. I really like politics. I
You
should
did?
have studied
Really?
political science. Yeah. I love a good argument. Love a debate. So,
Good. Awesome.
yeah. And then Nicoletta said she was born and raised in Chioggia, but studied at Padua University. Nice.
Yeah. Love Padova. Love. Fabulous city.
Perfect. Yeah. Excellent, you
Okay.
guys. That's great. Anyone else, if you want, you can always write in comments, even if it's later. We're here to help. We'll correct.
Absolutely. Keep them coming.
Yeah. I was going to do a master's degree, but then I didn't. I applied and I was accepted, but then I
What was
changed.
it? What was it in? What was it
It was in
in?
international education, actually, and this would have been interesting.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I was really interested in study abroad programs and working to promote international exchange with education.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I really wanted to do that, but I ended up just deciding not to, basically. And then I moved to Italy and got married, and here we are. But
Very interesting.
yeah.
I was
We've
born
got
and raised in
Angela.
Puglia. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so I
maybe
was born and
until
raised in
university.
Puglia until
Until
the
university.
degree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you study, Angelo? Where did you study?
Yeah. Great. Good, you guys. All right.
All right, let's go on to the next one. Oh, perfect.
Definitely. So, match to complete the short autobiography.
I was born. I grew up just. I went to. I studied both. I worked at, and I went back to.
Good. In the country, an art school outside of Vienna, school to get a master's in art history, a gallery for a while,
Okay.
history and visual arts.
Okay. I have Angelo who wrote,
Yeah.
I'm degreed in computer science. And how would we say that, Christine? Do you think that's
Yeah.
correct?
I
It's a
get what
little
he
bit of a
means.
yeah.
So even graduated, it's a common mistake because in Italian, you say mi sono laureata in whatever. I would just say I have a degree in
Yeah.
the field. So in English, you want to say you have a degree. So I, for example, I have a degree in Italian studies. And here I am living in Italy.
So you're Italian. Okay. A lot of my Italian I learned when I first came here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I took classes, and I took classes in Italian also, like for my other degree. But your Italian is very good though. Your grammar is very good, isn't it, Christine?
Well, I'm kind of a grammar nerd, so I think that's part of it. Yeah. I studied it in university, so I think that gave me an advantage. There's a very academic setting. So yeah.
That's very interesting because you
Yeah.
don't meet a lot of people that are able to speak fairly well Italian.
Mm.
Very few Americans can really speak it well,
Yeah.
correctly. And I mean,
Yeah.
I struggle. I struggle because my kids are always like,
Sure.
Mom, I'm like, I know the congiuntivo. I know. I'm working at it.
I hear you. No, I mean, it's difficult to improve past a certain point, I think. Sometimes you hit a plateau and then you're just kind of not challenged and not motivated. And then you're just like, well, I think that's part of it. Another part of it, Jane, I'll tell you, is because my husband doesn't, well, we only speak Italian together. So that has helped
Sure.
because his English is beginner, I guess. He's not, he speaks some English, but we just prefer to speak in Italian together. So
Like my partner and I, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So that has helped. Yeah.
Okay.
So Sabrina says I graduated in dental hygiene at University in Genoa. I think we could say that. I graduated in a field. Yeah. What do you think? I graduated in medicine.
And no, because this is a dental hygienist, so I think I don't know because I don't think that do you get a degree in dental hygiene at university in Italy? That's my question.
Maybe.
Because I don't think what we do, right? I don't think in the United States you go to
Usually you have to go
university
to
for
dentistry school after university. It's like a specialized degree. But yeah, there's also differences in culture between
yeah, exactly.
systems for sure. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and match these and then we can
great. Thanks.
read them. So I was born in the country. I always just say countryside. Maybe that's in
I would
English.
too. I wouldn't say it like that. I would say I was born in the countryside.
Okay.
It's weird and it's confusing because Italians have a problem with the word country.
Yes. Yeah.
They use it a lot when they're not really supposed to. So
yeah, it's like countryside is like in Campania.
Yeah.
But we also do that too, because if you think about countries like paese in English, like country is like the state of the United States of America.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess we kind of do the same thing. I grew up just outside of Vienna. So like the periphery, like right on the outside of Vienna. Lovely.
What's another word? What do you think that is another way we could say the outside, just outside of Vienna?
The suburbs?
Maybe the outskirts, maybe the suburbs.
Yeah. I think outskirts can have like a negative connotation. Maybe, I don't know. Definitely. Definitely both, though. I went to an art school. I studied both history and visual arts. I worked at a gallery for a while, and I went back to school to get a master's degree in art history. Accomplished
That's
person,
my
this guy.
degree. That was I
Yeah,
got
great.
my degree in art history. Hey, look at this one. So, Sabrina, thank you so much for clearing that up.
Yeah.
So, dental hygiene is
Mm.
a healthcare profession in Italy, like nursing. Well
Yeah,
done. Thank
yeah,
you.
definitely. Yeah, good.
Well done. So, you go to university for that. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Sabrina.
Perfect. Okay. Um, all right. So this is a great slide. We can use this to get the students to sort of continue
Yeah.
to fill it in with their own information. Would you like to read it and then give us an
Sure.
example, maybe?
Okay. I was born, I grew up, I went to, I studied, I worked in, then I went to. So
Yeah,
I could
good.
say I was born in New York, I
Mhm.
grew up in Syracuse, Manlius, New York. I
Mhm.
went to Boston University. I studied art history.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
worked in New York for a year. And
Mhm.
then I went to Florence.
Yeah, that's amazing. Great. All right. I was born, I'll give my example too, I guess. I was born in Ohio, in the United States. I grew up there in Toledo, and I went to the Ohio State University in Columbus. I studied, I'll say I studied Italian because at the beginning I studied biology, but then I changed paths. I studied
Right.
Italian. I worked in, well, after university, I moved to South Korea and I taught English there for a year. And then I moved back to Italy. And here we are.
Wow.
Yeah. More or
That's
less.
amazing, though. Your South Korea thing is so cool. Did did
I loved
did
it,
you
yeah.
did you want to stay longer in South Korea or no?
I wanted to, but they didn't give us enough time for vacation to go back to see family. And so I didn't sign another contract for another year because I wanted to see my family, So,
So you worked a lot, huh?
yeah. So I worked full time teaching, and I was there for an entire year. And then I traveled a bit in Asia before I moved back to the US for a little
What
bit.
an opportunity.
Yeah.
What a life
Oh, it was incredible, Jane.
experience. I can't. Like, I don't know. I think it makes you just a different person, taking those opportunities to have a different worldview. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
do.
I would go back like tomorrow if I could, just to visit. I don't think to live, but to visit for sure. And maybe students, if you want to give us some information about you, you can write a
You would
little bit of
love
your
that.
own. Yeah, write your own
Yeah.
autobiography. You can complete the
Yeah,
phrases, and we'll help you out with any corrections you need. um, yeah, I think this is great.
definitely. Very interesting. Your
Hmm.
past. It's a very,
Yeah. Well, yours too.
I mean,
It's always
yeah,
interesting meeting
I
other
guess it's
people who live here that are not from here because you want to know like what brought them here,
yeah.
what made them stay, because it's one thing to meet someone who
Mm-mm.
it has been here maybe a year, and another thing to meet someone who like lives here.
Yeah, we're a different breed, though. I mean,
Yeah,
we really are.
yeah,
And
that's for sure.
there's a big difference in mentality. I
Mhm.
mean, you can feel it
Yeah.
immediately,
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a
Because I
different
don't.
understanding too of the culture because it's like I'm invested. I know more because I have to in order to live well here, you know?
You live like an Italian, as I fully live the culture.
Yeah, definitely.
All in 365 degrees, whereas many Americans live
In like a
as
bubble.
Americans in Florence, and it's
Yeah,
different. It's not the
it's
same.
very different. Yeah. Yeah. It really changes you as well, I think. This is a whole other conversation.
Yeah,
But
it is.
it's an interesting
So
one for sure.
it is, and
Um,
it's interesting when you find people that kind of share that,
oh
you
yeah,
know?
definitely. Yeah, because it's not every day for sure. It's not every day.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so we'll give them time. They can continue to write in if they want. We can always move on. Um, talking about
Oh,
experiences.
experiences. Okay.
Uh,
So the first one, what
mm,
tense is used to talk about a finished action in the past?
mm,
I would say, past simple, just
yeah,
because it's a
definitely.
finished action, and I usually
Oh
think of it
yeah.
as being a shorter action.
Hmm. I always think it's a finished action, finished time. So if I say yesterday I went, I'm not going now, and it's not yesterday now. So it's a finished action and a
Yeah.
finished time reference.
Yeah, and you gave me also a time reference in that, and that's really how
Mm,
we can also identify when to use
yeah.
this tense.
Oh
So
yeah.
Sabrina came up with something. Thank you so much, Sabrina. We so
Yeah.
appreciate it. You want to read that?
Yeah, yeah. She says, I grew up in Busalla. It is a small city near Genova. I studied there. Then, after university, I moved to Genova. I have lived in Genova for 4 years. Amazing.
Oh, nice. Thank you,
That's
Sabrina.
great.
Well done.
Nice, you guys. Yeah, really good. Mm. What about the next question? What tense is used to talk about something in progress in the past?
Mm-hmm.
Loaded
Anybody know? Yeah, loaded question.
question. If you really know your English grammar, you know it's a loaded question. Hmm.
Mm.
What tense is used to talk about something in progress in the past? So, in progress at a moment in the past or a specific time in the past is going to be past continuous.
Mhm.
Yes.
There
Yeah.
you go, past continuous.
Yeah. So, the structure for past continuous, can you remind us what that is, Jane? Hmm.
Sure. It's the subject. So subject
Hmm.
plus was or were
Hmm.
plus your verb plus ing. Let me see
Hmm.
what
Okay.
is.
Nice.
Subject. I'm looking for the plus on here. Is that going to work? Yes. Plus subject plus was or were
Yeah.
plus verb ing.
Excellent.
Um, there's two words that can also introduce past simple and past continuous.
Good point. Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes. So, thinking about a specific past time, the word that introduces that would be when. So, when plus past simple, right? When I went to the supermarket, when I graduated from university.
Mhm.
But with past continuous, we're talking about something that happened over a period of time. So while
Mhm.
I was studying or while I was cleaning the house, all right? So they're
Okay, there
similar
we go.
words, but they're used very differently. We need to be careful about those. Yeah.
Mhm. So I
Ooh.
grew up in the countryside just outside of Seattle.
Mm.
My parents bought a farmhouse there before I was born. They
Hmm.
were trying to live a simple rural life.
Nice. Ah, great.
Mhm.
I have never been to Seattle, but it sounds lovely.
It does sound lovely. They say
Yeah.
it's a wonderful city.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
it
great.
rains a lot, but
It's
people
famous for
say,
that.
yeah, but they say it's wonderful. I just
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live somewhere cold. I grew up in upstate New York and I can't. I'm
You're done
sorry.
with the snow.
I'm so much snow. So
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'm done with
Yeah.
it too. Northwest Ohio, it snows a lot there in the winter. So,
Really? I didn't know that
oh
it
yeah,
snowed.
yeah.
Uh,
And I'm also done with winters. Scraping your car in the morning is not for me.
yeah, freezing, minus
Oh,
20. No, no, thank you.
no, no.
I mean,
Yeah,
when we say it gets cold in the United States, you Italians, you have no idea
no, no.
what cold
Really
is.
cold.
It gets
Actually
it gets
cold.
it gets dangerously cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You can freeze to death
yeah,
easily.
yeah. It's not like it's 0 degrees. It's like
No.
minus 20 with the wind. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
think the
yeah.
day my birthday's in December, the day I was born, it was minus 14 degrees Fahrenheit that day. It was like really cold.
What day were you born? When's your birthday, Christine?
December 11th.
My son's the 19th.
Yeah, December babies.
Yay.
Aw, yeah. Um, good. So here we've got an example with past continuous. Should we talk about that? Since
Sure, let's go
were
ahead and talk about
trying, they
that.
were trying to live a simple rural life. So why has
Mhm.
she used or he used past continuous here, do you think?
Because I think it's something that happened over time, a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
No? I mean, they were
Yeah.
trying not just for one moment, they were trying for
Mm.
years.
Okay, good.
Don't
Yeah,
you
I
think?
agree. Oh, definitely.
You know,
It's not a quick
it's in
action.
progress.
It's something
Yeah,
that was happening and was happening and was happening and continued happening.
yeah,
Yeah, great.
absolutely.
All right. Okay, you guys. So remembering the difference between past simple and past continuous. The past simple is used to talk about experiences which often have a specified time in the past. So there's a
Mhm.
specific time referenced in
Yeah.
past simple examples.
Yep, yep, yep.
Like this one, we went
Mhm,
to the Caribbean last year.
mhm.
So
Last year is our
exactly.
reference,
Mm.
time
Is it
reference. Yeah.
is it last year now?
No?
Of course not. No. It's last year in the past, and that time is finished. So it's a finished action and the finished time reference. Okay.
Yep.
How about the next one, Jane? Yeah.
It was a continuous if it was a continuous action, we use past continuous.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing last night?
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was watching Harry Potter.
Ooh. Perfect.
Cartoons showing all the Harry Potter films.
Nice,
Did
nice.
you know that? I'm sorry, I'm a Harry Potter fan.
No, I like it too. I was watching Ozark, the
Oh, I've got to watch.
third season of
Everybody
Ozark.
says so you like Ozark
Oh yeah, that's a great show. I'm on
because
the third season now.
Gabriella. uh, What? You're the third. Gabriella from my daughter who lives in the United States. She called me and she was like, "I'm watching Ozark." And I'm like, "What's Ozark?" She's go, "Oh, you got to watch it."
It's great. So she's right.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put. Thank you. Now I know what to be
I'll
watching on
confirm.
Netflix.
It's really
Thank
intense,
you.
but it's good. Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
hilarious. This is not something anyone is doing these days, but the example response to this question.
They
We were
dancing.
dancing at a beach nightclub.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You wish, huh?
I do. First of all, I love the summer and the idea of, you know, you like the summer too?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I like summer. Spring is my favorite, to be honest, but I do like the
We're
summer
coming
a
up.
lot. I know.
Hopefully it'll be a nice spring. Hopefully it'll be a nice spring.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. There's one more little note at the bottom here that's pretty significant. So we also use the past continuous with the past simple to talk about interrupting actions.
All right.
Interrupting
Let's take a look at this because we have also Sabrina who just went ahead and wrote just.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. My cat.
Did I lose you, Christine?
No, I'm here. I'm here. My cat was sleeping when I woke up.
So let's take a look at this. Sabrina, well done. My cat was him up. So we turn it around a little bit. Okay. Well done, though.
Yeah.
Let me pull up a screen. If you can bear with me for 2 seconds while I pull, because I lost my goods. Okay. So she's coming. Oh, you're back. All right.
I'm here.
So, all right. You're here?
Yeah.
You left me for a bit.
I don't know what happened. I could see you the whole time. It was just maybe you couldn't see me. I don't know.
Who knows? It's always a mystery.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll have that. I don't know if they can see the slides, but I've just clicked in.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, good. So it says, we were swimming in the ocean when we saw a sea turtle. So cute.
I know.
Yeah. This is similar to Sabrina's example. So we've got past continuous plus when plus past simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Same form.
Yeah, exactly. When you use them together, they indicate that an action was happening over time. So we were swimming, we were swimming, we were swimming, maybe for, I don't know, an hour. In that time, at one point, we saw a sea turtle. Okay, so when we saw a sea turtle. I love that. There are lots of sea turtles in the ocean near North Carolina, near where my parents, near.
Like in? My brother lives in Wilmington.
Oh, yeah. Lovely. It's a really nice beach. Yeah. Really nice. Definitely.
Let's try to figure this out here. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Are we?
Your face is like frozen,
okay,
but I can hear you and see you.
Okay.
All right.
Interruptions.
Yeah.
When and while. Why don't you guys try to finish these? Just put one and then when or while, and 2 period when or while.
That sounds perfect. We use to introduce the past simple, and we use to introduce the past continuous. We just talked about this, so hopefully they remember. And it's also there in the comments.
So let's just go ahead and click it and move on.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think?
Yeah, so we definitely use when to introduce the past simple and while to introduce past continuous. But this is something they can definitely do. You guys, you can complete the phrases with past simple or past continuous.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
So I when the pizza man, mm,
Great.
mm.
Love it.
So it's a
Number,
bad thing.
yeah.
You should never let that happen.
No. You might not get your pizza. That's crazy.
I know. Yeah. And that's a very dangerous thing in Italy.
Yes, you don't want that. Number 2.
Number 2, she
A celebrity while she to work last weekend.
yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Oh, Nicoletta, thank you. Marina, Angelo, Sabrina.
Yeah,
Wow.
everybody. Love it.
Well, thank you so much.
Everyone's got it.
Great. And all did it correctly. Thank you all. Go on to
Yeah.
number 2. Number 2.
She a celebrity while she to work last weekend. Goodness. That would be exciting. Maybe not if you lived in Los Angeles. It might be normal.
Have you ever seen a celebrity?
I mean, celebrity. President Obama spoke at my university's graduation.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's so cool. Sorry.
But it wasn't like a raw, viewing. It was like in a huge crowd and it was scheduled. So I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah, very exciting. She saw. Oh, everybody's got this too.
All right, everybody. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Work. Geniuses. Perfect.
Wonderful. Thank you all. Wonderful. Well done. Number 3, the people soccer in the park when it to rain.
Yes. Remember, soccer is what we Americans call football or calcio.
And I want you to remember that people is an irregular noun and it is the plural form. Just remember, it's the plural of person. Okay.
Marina's got it. Were. So
yeah, the people were
playing soccer in the park when it started to rain. Lovely. Yeah. So they were so close. It's just like she said. Remember, were playing. The people or they were playing.
Good, Angelo.
Nice. Nice, you guys. Good. All right. And number 4, finally, he while he the film. So text, what kind of verb is text? What does it mean to text someone?
When you're writing an SMS message.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if I'm on WhatsApp sending a message with my phone, I guess SMS messages, but even with WhatsApp, I say text.
Yeah, I say text too.
Yeah. So he, while he, the film.
Okay, so here, I really think that it's a little bit confusing because you've got 2 actions contemporary that are not short, right? I mean,
I think they're both simultaneous in the past.
Yeah, I do too. So this one, they were trying to trick you a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I think Nicoletta's got it. He was texting while he was watching the film.
Woo.
Yeah.
Nicoletta, man,
Let's hope we're right about that because it might be he texted, but yes, okay.
You never know, right?
Yeah, sometimes the slides betray you and you're like, that's what I meant. Yeah.
It happens. Sometimes I'm like, no, that's not right. And I go and I'm like, that wasn't right.
Definitely. Great job, you guys. Excellent job. You're saying past continuous and past simple together. That last one, remember, it's 2 actions happening at the same time in the past that are both long or continuous actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Nicoletta says, he was doing both at the same time. So I was checking my email while I was watching Netflix, for example. No?
Yeah.
All right,
Nice.
guys. Love it. It's good to know because not everything is past simple and past continuous. Sometimes it's
Mhm.
too past continuous. Oh,
Yeah,
so this is also important.
this is very interesting, and I love this because it's so true, and I never knew how to like describe this.
Mhm.
But you're right. You want
Yes.
to read?
Yeah. So stative verbs. What are stative verbs? Stative verbs are verbs that describe how someone feels or seems. They are not actions, and they are not used in the continuous form. So
Hmm.
examples of stative verbs are have, appear, seem, love, like, hate, believe, understand.
Hmm.
So have for possession, okay? Not like have a
Hmm.
coffee or have a shower. Have
Hmm.
for possession. So I think of stative verbs like yes or no verbs. So it is or it isn't. So you either like pizza or you don't like pizza and you're crazy. you 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 love something or you don't, right? It's yes or no. You have it or you don't have it. It's not something that you can continue doing. It's not an action.
Okay, so seem or
Mm,
seems is going to
mhm,
be sembrare.
mhm,
Sembrare.
exactly. So I don't know. Is there another way you like to explain it? That's kind of my go-to.
That was great. I think that's fantastic. It just means that they're not used in the continuous forms.
Yeah, definitely.
Say you would say I believe in ghosts, not I am believing in ghosts.
No, yeah. It's just like, okay? So I don't say I am liking chocolate. No. I like chocolate.
Yeah.
I I hate something. I can't think. I love everything with food.
I know it's just awful. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's just we just have to take it as this that these particular
Yeah.
verbs you're not going to see them in the continuous form, whether
Mm,
in past
mm.
or present continuous.
There are
We
verbs
don't
like
use
that
them.
in Italian too. So like want or volere. You don't say sto volendo.
Woo!
No.
She pulled out a good one, you guys.
Right? It's
Damn, that
like
girl knows her Italian grammar.
grammar girl.
I love it. Awesome.
Okay. So it's like you can't say like I'm wanting a coffee right now. You say I want a coffee or I don't want a coffee. So these are verbs that we must use in present simple, past simple, and simple tenses only. Okay.
Very nice.
Oh,
You did a
Angela's got
great
a
job with
question for
that.
us. It's possible to use the expression I'm thinking. There are some verbs that are both dative and dynamic, Angelo. So good point. Sometimes you can use I'm thinking about it like now in the moment. But if it's your belief or your opinion, you use it in the
In fact, yeah, it also depends on how that verb is being used. It's a little tricky. It's
like
a little
have.
bit tricky.
So I can't say I am having a dog. No. But I can say I am having a coffee. Yes. So have
Right.
for possession is stative. It is or it is not. Think
Perfect.
for your opinion is stative. I think that is a great idea. But thinking, like the process of thinking, like consider, is something that
Hmm.
is dynamic because it's the action of thinking. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You
You
really
know,
have to think about this one. It's the
that's,
mind.
you did, this is great. I'm so glad that you explained it because it was so much easier when you did it today. You did a great
Thanks.
job.
Thank you. So
Really,
impressed with myself now.
just like the grammar queen over here. Love it.
Thanks. So nice of you to say. Oh, well, I guess it's basically the time we've got, but I
Oh, I
would encourage
know.
students, yeah, time just flew by. I would
Yeah, as
encourage you guys
always.
to Google like stative verbs in English, dynamic verbs, and to continue to explore this because
Absolutely.
it's really important. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
shows
really
up in
important.
lots of different parts of English grammar. Yeah.
Well,
All
thank you
right.
all. That was so much fun. Thank you, Christine. It was as a
Yeah, thank
pleasure
you.
always. And I'll
For
see you
sure.
everybody soon, I hope.
Yeah, thanks, students.
And,
Thanks so much. We really
and be
loved it.
safe, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank you.
bye. Have a great afternoon. Bye. Yay.